Yo, what is up, One Piece family? Welcome back to the channel. Grab your straw hats and sit down, because we are diving straight into One Piece episode 1168. And trust me, you are going to want to wait until the very end of this video to know the full breakdown, because the final reveal changes absolutely everything. The episode kicks off with pure, unadulterated tension in the underworld, where Figureland Shamrock, the terrifying Holy Knight who looks exactly like an evil twin of red-haired Shanks, confronts a chained-up Prince Loki. Loki stubbornly tells the world government where to shove their demands, prompting Shamrock to flash a cold, deadly glare and draw his blade. In an absolute showcase of nightmare fuel power, Shamrock triggers his signature technique, Cerberus, causing his shadow to tear away from his body and morph into a monstrous, three-headed spectral wolf, with each jaw gripping a massive sword. With a blinding flash, the shadow beasts lounge forward, brutally tearing across Loki's abdomen and leaving the prince heavily wounded, coughing up blood in the dirt as the Holy Knights cold-bloodedly turn their backs to hunt down the giant warrior children next. Cut to a nearby smoky corridor where Luffy, Zoro, and Nami stumble upon the battered and bruised giant guards who are groaning in agony. The guards lock eyes with Luffy and desperately warn him, "Be careful, it was red-haired Shanks, he's the one who ambushed us." Nami instantly panics, spiraling over whether Shanks has a secret evil twin or if he has completely betrayed them. But Luffy stands his ground, crosses his arms, and firmly shuts it down. Asterisk, no way. I know Shanks. He'd never do something like this. There's something else going on here. That classic, unshakable faith from Luffy gives you absolute chills, balancing the rising dread as the group realizes a massive conspiracy is playing out inside Elbaf. Meanwhile, the episode takes a fascinating detour with Franky, who is getting a private tour from Ms. Ripley. She leads him deep into the forest, to the towering roots of the legendary Jewel Tree Atom, pointing up at a massive, weathered carving etched directly into the ancient bark. Ripley explains that these markings are actually a historical mural illustrated by kids roughly 800 to 900 years ago during the elusive Void Century. Franky adjusts his sunglasses in amazement, noting a bizarre historical detail. The drawings barely feature any giants at all, heavily hinting that Elbaf used to be a massive, diverse global melting pot where humans and all kinds of races coexisted peacefully before the world government split the world apart. But the absolute peak of the episode takes place at the giant banquet, where Jaguar D. Saul approaches Nico Robin and Tony Chopper, carrying the Harley Elbaf's most sacred ancient scriptures preserved through generations. Saul smiles through tears as he presents it to her, saying, "The truth of our ancestors is written here, Robin." As Robin opens the weathered pages and begins translating the ancient text aloud, her eyes well up with tears of pure awe, and the surrounding giants instantly break into tears of joy, banging their drums and performing the rhythmic, bouncing Nika dance. Robin reveals that the Harley completely rewrites the known history of the One Piece universe, explaining that time is divided into 3 distinct worlds. She reads the text describing the first world. Within the earth there be flame, humanity succumbed to greed and seized a forbidden sun. This massive lore drop essentially confirms that the ancient civilization harnessed a limitless, core Earth energy source, which perfectly connects to the origin of Vegapunk's modern mother flame. It adds that when the people became enslaved by their own greed, the sun god Nika first appeared to liberate them. Robin continues to the darker chapter of the Second World, which describes a devastating cosmic war where a mysterious forest god created the very first devil fruits, leading to a cataclysmic battle with a sea god who ultimately drowned the vast majority of the planet, giving a definitive answer to why the world is covered in water and how the Void Century ended. Finally, she reads the prophecy of the Third World, which is our current episode closes on this epic, chilling realization that Luffy's Gear 5 awakening isn't just a fun power-up, but a literal prophecy to delightfully shatter the current world order and bring about the true dawn of the world.